Hello guys, welcome back to the another tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to talk about the Android manifest. Okay, and I will be doing some brief demo application about how to use internet permission. Okay, so without wasting a time, let's go right to the tutorial and jump on the topic. And as you know, in the previous lecture I have created a very simple app from my scratch. Okay, although it looks very simple, but it consists of the lot of core building blocks that you will be using in all the entire Android applications that you will be developing. Either it is a simple Android application, or it might be a complex or advanced Android application. So they all will be consisting of the same similar core building blocks. Okay, so I will suggest you guys to pretty much understand them in detail and try to take note about it, because it will be repeated in each and every applications. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about Android manifest file. What is an Android manifest file? This manifest file, which is of format XML, it is a XML file which is would provides you the detailed information about your app. Like, it consists of all the components the app contains, like if you see this the location of your manifest file is, this is the location. It is inside this manifest folder, and it looks pretty much like this. It looks like this actually. This is the manifest file, and it is very simple for the moment because it just contains only one activity at the moment, but it can contain multiple activities. And here, you can declare multiple other activities and multiple other filters. You can define not only activities but services, and content providers and many more. Okay, so actually, you can just pretty much think manifest file in general terms as a top level file. Okay, so that will be consisting of lot of your app datas and informations. So an associated metadata that forms a group or a unit. Okay, so every Android app has an application class. So as you can see, this application class, every Android app has application class that allows you to configure the app. So in the manifest file you have this application tag, and after this application tag you can consider adding all the components of your application here, right? Just for example, as you can see here, we have added one simple activity which was auto generated by Android Studio when we created a simple application by template, right? So okay, and Android uses the intents as a mechanism for interacting with your apps and system components. So intents get sent, and the intents filter registers your app capability to react to these intents. So as you can see here, this intent filter that the main activity is using here, this intent filter consists of an action and a category. The action it consists of a main as an action. This means is the main entry point of your application, which as it appears as an enclosing XML of a manifest main that activity, right? So and also you have another intent filter, which is a category here, which is a launcher category, as you can see here. So this means that your app will be launched or appear in the launcher of your user device. So that means this main activity will be launched first when you launch your app, right? So this is the main launcher activity, right? So your application gets launched in this activity, or this activity is first seen when you launch or run your applications, right? So this is the concept. And as you have created your app from the template, it has a basic manifest that you will launch the app and display the initial screen at startup through activity component, right? So depending on which other features you want to add in to your app, you may need to also add permissions to your Android manifest file. So what are permissions? So permissions are grouped into different categories. So permissions are like it's kind of accessibility provided it's like a grant to use certain components of your application. So permissions are grouped into different categories like normal, signature, and dangerous permissions. So normal permissions are permissions which include like accessing the network, accessing to internet, accessing to Wi-Fi, accessing to Bluetooth. Okay, so these are normal permissions. I will also be giving you a brief demo of how to use the normal permissions. And signature permissions are permissions which are shared by a same group of applications, which are like pretty much you have a signed certificate, and this is pretty much shared by a group of app. Okay, so so data can be shared freely through this app who has a certificate, but all the others app cannot get access to this data, right? So this is it. And there is also some dangerous permissions which are pretty much centered to yes, which is pretty much centered to users per privacy, such as like your users location, private location, your users contacts information. You can also access to SMS, the send SMS, the reading and writing to the file system. So all these permissions to access this kind of access this kind of contents of the application, you need to I have to ask the permission. Okay, and so these are in this to access the dangerous permission, you have to ask the user to grant the permission at runtime. So that means you need to ask the user to by showing a pop-up dialog to use this kind of content of your application. All right, so let's not waste the time and let's go to implement one very simple normal permission of using the internet. Okay, so let me pretty much use it. Let me create a web view. So web view has these settings. JavaScript enabled. So your content view will be the web view. So I will be loading a pretty much cool like a Google page, and that's it. I want to launch this application. Okay, voila. So we have this application being launched, a web page being launched. Okay, and it is pretty much giving me the error. It says that web page at https like this location, this could not be loaded because we have this kind of error cache missing. So this means like you're pretty much now what we are doing, actually we are as you can see here, our previous layout was different. Now we are replacing the layout with the web view layout, and we are trying to access the internet using this web view layout, and trying to load this URL in this web view. Okay, but I am not able to load the URL, right? Because I don't have the internet permission, because as you can see here in the manifest, I don't have any permissions given here. So how to solve this kind of errors? Okay, so I will be trying to solve this error by it's pretty simple. You just need to provide the internet permission inside your application tag. Okay, pretty much here you need to ask. Okay, actually it's above the application tag, right? So it's pretty much here, sorry. Permission. sorry guys, it's uses permission, and it is pretty much internet. Okay, and like close the tag. Okay, it's pretty much declared here, right, above the application tag, so it's pretty much here. Sorry guys. And now let's try to run this application. Voila. So as you can see here, okay, as you can see here, it's now I have access to the Google, right? But it's asking me all the okay, let me run this again. Okay, so now as you can see here, so this is a pretty much Google website. I'm accessing to the URL page that I'm trying to do. I'm loading this Google website in the web view. So now I'm pretty much able to access it. So yeah, so this is a brief discussion or brief introduction about Android manifest file. So hope it was very helpful for you guys, and if you like it, please like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, and if you have any questions, just write me below. And thank you for listening, and I'll be coming with more tutorials in the upcoming videos. Thank you.